Hello and welcome to Chair Yoga Foundation. Foundation has two meanings for this routine today. The first one is that we will be working through several different foundational yoga poses and stretches. The second one is that we will spend a little bit of extra time today focusing on our body's foundation, the feet and the legs. Let's begin by sitting nice and tall in our chairs, breathing in and out deeply 3 times together. Big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Full inhale and exhale. One more breath in and breathe out. Continue to sit nice and tall, and we'll start gentle movement through our neck. Slowly turn your head to the right, gazing over your right shoulder. Then slowly turn your head to the left. Turn your head each direction a couple more times as you keep your shoulders down and relaxed. And now, instead of just the neck, rotate the entire upper body to the right, and then slowly twist to the left. Your head is still turning as well, gazing over one shoulder, then the other. Just nice and easy as we warm up. Next time you're twisting to the right, hold here just a little bit longer. And slowly turn to the left. And face forward. Now set your right hand on your chair, bring your left hand behind your head for a little support, then lift your chin up toward the ceiling and bring your chin down toward your chest. Head lifts, head lowers. And that's why I like to have hand behind the head here, gives that little support as we lift. Spine stays nice and neutral. We'll meet with our head back in neutral and switch our hands, left hand down, right hand behind the head. And once again, lifting chin up and dropping chin down. We'll do that a couple more times. And we'll meet with head neutral. Now bring both arms straight out in front and we'll match breath to movement. Inhale as you drive your right elbow back. Exhale as you bring the arm forward again. Inhale, pull your left elbow back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back and forward. So warming up here through our back and through our shoulders as we continue to breathe slowly and deeply. Let's do that one more time. Now bring both arms out nice and wide. Then hug in as tightly as you can. Drop your elbows and your chin down towards your chest and hold here for a moment, stretching through the upper back and the back of the neck. Lift back up. Open your arms nice and wide for a chest stretch. Hug in with the opposite arm on top, then drop down and hold. Lift up, arms wide, hug in tight, lower down and hold. Last time, lift up, open arms wide, hug in tight, and lower down. Lift back up, unhug, set your hands on your thighs, and start to do some gentle torso rolls. Circling around here, working from the pelvis. If you have any back issues or your back is just a little cranky today, these circles can be very small. Change direction of your circles. Just working through the low back, a little bit through the abdominals. And we'll come to center, sitting tall. Now we'll continue to warm up through the upper body and focus a little bit more specifically on the hands, the wrists, and the fingers. Lift your arms up toward the ceiling, fingers face down. Then lower your arms down as fingers face up. Lift up, lower down. I call this move paint the fence. You can kind of see why. All right, we'll see those again, but in the meantime, interlace your fingers and then start to roll your wrists around a few times, getting those wrists nice and mobile. There's Miss Raina. She wants to have some fun too. All right, release your fingers. We'll paint the fence again a few more times. Arms lift up, fingers down, arms lower, fingers up. It's kind of nice when you can work through two different joints or groups of muscles at the same time. Here we're doing shoulders and wrists. One more paint the fence. Now we'll interlace our fingers together, but the opposite thumb in front. So this one should feel awkward, because we usually do our comfortable version first. All right, release. A little bit more work for our fingers. Bring your hands out to your sides, nice and wide. Then fold in your thumbs. Then the other 4 fingers down. 4 fingers up, thumbs out. Thumbs in, fingers down. Fingers up, thumbs out. Couple more times. Notice how this really warms up and wakes up the fingers, all 10 of them. Open, open, and relax. Now we'll focus on the foundation, right? The theme of our routine today. We'll start with lifting our heels off the floor and setting them down. Then the balls of the feet off the floor and down. Heels lift, balls and toes lift. Working through the ankle joint. Now coming up, I'm going to have to make you think a little bit. Can we lift the heels twice? There's 1, 2, the toes just once. Heels twice, toes once. Once more like that, heels twice, toes once. Now heels once, toes twice. Heels once, toes twice. Once more like that, then I'm going to kick it up a notch. We're going to lift the right heel, left toes, left heel, right toes. Right heel, left toes. Oh my goodness. So your legs are doing opposite things, or your feet are doing opposite things. So our brain really has to focus. All right, hopefully that was fun and not too frustrating. Relax your feet. Now lift up your toes, spread them as wide as you can, keep them spread and set them back to the floor. Lift back up, let them come back in and set them down. Lift up, spread as wide as you can, set them down wide, lift them up, toes relax in, set down. Once more, toes up, open, set down, splayed, up, back in, and relax. Now keeping all 10 toes and both heels pressing into the floor, can you focus on lifting the arches of your feet 1 millimeter higher? You do that by contracting the muscles in your midfoot. Try not to claw up your toes here. They're just pressing straight down. Relax. Shake it out. It's a very subtle movement. We're going to try it one more time though, because it's a great way to strengthen the arches of your feet. So, toes pressing firmly, heels pressing firmly. Arch lifts up just a tiny bit, getting that strength through the midfoot. And relax. Good. Shake it out. All right, next up, upper body. Bring your arms to goal post. Make sure you're sitting tall. Hinge forward. Hold your hinge as you reach your arms up. Pull your arms back to goal post. Sit tall. Then rotate your arms down just as far as is comfortable for your shoulders and elbows, and back up again. Hinge forward. Reach up. Pull back in. Sit tall. And rotate. Back up. Hinge forward. I'm hoping she'll behave. Reach high. Pull back in. Sit tall. Rotate. Back up. One more time. We're working lower back here as we hinge. Our upper back and shoulders as we reach and pull back down. We sit tall, then we work through shoulders and elbows. Back up and relax. Now it's the lower body's turn. Take your right knee and hug it in as tightly as you can towards your chest. Now, what's more important than hugging in tightly is maintaining your tall posture. So try not to slouch forward. Even if your leg is out here, that's okay. Sit tall. By hugging in our knee, we're getting a gentle stretch in our glute. While we're here, let's focus on our foundation, our feet, and we'll flex and point a few times. We want to keep good mobility in our ankles so we can continue to walk and hike and bike and do all the things we love to do. Relax your foot in neutral. Now we're going to focus on core. Brace nice and strong through your abdomen and your back. Try letting go with one arm and not letting your knee drop. Maybe both arms, trying to keep that leg up nice and high. Feel the core working, feel your leg working, your arms are working out to the sides, and relax. Was that fun or what? Side 2, hugging in the left knee now. Remember to stay sitting as tall as you can, enjoying that gentle stretch in your glute. And we'll work through the ankle, pointing and flexing a few times. Foot to neutral. Here comes the fun part. Stay sitting tall, keep that knee up. Try letting go with one arm. You can stay holding with one arm or let go with both. Keep bracing, keep smiling, and relax. All right. One of our yoga foundational poses is Warrior One. We're going to do 3 versions of it today. First one starting now. Corner yourself to the right corner of your chair. Open your knees wide. Option to keep your left knee bent, or you can straighten that leg a little bit farther away. Hands can either be together at your heart, or you can reach your arms up toward the ceiling. And we'll hold in our Warrior One here for several more seconds, nice and strong. Relax your arms down. Come back to the center of your chair, but keep your stance wide. So knees apart. Another foundational yoga pose is Goddess. Bring your arms out to goal post, which we've already practiced today. Goddess is all about opening the front of the body. So if you can open your knees a little more, if you can pull your elbows back a little more, give that a try. Picture the crown of your head stretching 1 centimeter closer toward the ceiling. And then relax. Setting up for warrior one on the other side. So we're going to pivot to the left corner of the chair, either keeping knees bent or maybe straightening that right leg. Hands at your heart or arms reaching overhead. Now, if you have long legs, you may actually find sitting back on the chair a little bit more comfortable. My legs are not long, so I'm kind of more toward the front of the chair, but you can play around with your position, see what feels best to you. Relax your arms, and we'll come to goddess one more time. So center of the chair, nice and wide through the legs, arms up and open. Now, like last time, we can hold center, or to work the core a little more, we can tick-tock slowly side to side. If that doesn't feel good on your back, you just hold center. I promise you're working your core too. We'll come to center, relax our arms, and bring our feet back in. If you prefer to stay seated, please do. If you'd like to join me on your feet, now is the time to come up. We'll come to the side of our chair. Chair will be on your right. And we'll do a little foundational work here on our feet. We'll start by taking our left foot back just a couple of feet. It's not going to go way back like we would for a lunge. We are going to work through our calf and our ankle joint. Keeping both legs straight, lift your back heel and outside arm and set back down. Lift and reach up, lower back down. When you reach up, you're stretching through your foot. When you lower down, you're stretching through your calf. And of course, with our arm flowing, we're working through shoulder mobility as well. Let's do this a couple more times. You may or may not even need to hold on to the chair. This last one, we're going to flow into airplane. So set your heel down, hinge from your hips, bring your outside arm behind you. Your inside arm can hold on to the chair for support, or you can extend both arms nice and long. Keep your head in line with your spine. Make sure both legs are straight so you can feel the stretch in the back of your front leg. And rise up. Step forward with that back foot. Feet can either be hip distance apart or parallel for chair pose, another foundational yoga pose. It's essentially a squat. So bend your knees, send your hips back. You can either hold on to the chair, bring both hands together at your heart, or reach both arms overhead. Just make sure your low back is not in a big arched position here. So kind of tuck the tailbone under. Weight is in your heels. Hopefully by this point you're feeling your legs and your glutes. If not, you hang out. I'm going to rise up because I already feel it. Shake it out. Hold on to the chair for this next one. It will be hip circles for the outside leg. Take your outside leg and start to draw a few big circles here with your knee. And you're just going to a range of motion that feels good on your hip today. Change direction of your circles. We always like to do that when we circle any part of the body so we feel nice and balanced. All right, sit down. Now that our legs are nice and warm, we're going to balance. We're coming to tree pose. 3 options today. Option 1 is to kickstand your outside foot on your inside leg. Option 2 is to lift the foot off the floor, setting it below the knee. Or if you want to have that sensation but a little bit more stability, outside foot down, inside foot can rest on the seat of the chair. So choose your lower body option. Then we're all going to flow through this arm sequence. Lift your outside arm straight up and lower it down. Now up and over like an arch and back down. So we alternate between straight up and up and over. If you feel steady enough to let go of the chair, give that a try, but it's there if you need it. Straight up and over. One more of each. Straight up and up and over. Lower your arm, lower your feet, shake it out. We'll work our way to the other side of our chair and work through all those movements on side 2. Starting with the right foot back, just a couple of feet. Remember, it's not a lunge. We're working through the foot. Both legs straight, lift the back heel and outside arm, and set down. Lift and lower. What helps to make sure you're stretching the calf is that back foot is facing straight ahead. It is not cocked out at an angle. Let's lift and lower 2 more times. Remembering the last one, we flow into airplane. So as you set your heel down, hinge from your hips, outside arm sweeps back, maybe the inside arm back as well, but chair is there if you want it. Both legs straight, feeling that wonderful hamstring stretch in the front leg. Rise up, both feet forward, parallel, either hip distance or together, coming into chair pose. Chair is there if you want to hold on. Bend your knees, hips hinge back. Maybe hands come together at the heart. Maybe they lift up toward the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone under just a little bit. Weight in the heels to activate the glutes more. Rise up. Oh, the second time is always harder, isn't it? So take a quick shake out, and we'll come to our hip circles. You'll probably want to hold on to the chair for that. Outside leg starts to circle either way first, right? Because we'll eventually change. And then a few circles the other way. Hopefully both hips are feeling nice and mobile today. All right, foot down. Next is tree pose. Remember our options. Outside foot can kickstand, outside foot can lift, or inside knee can rest on the seat of the chair. Once legs are in place, outside arm reaches straight up and down. And we're moving very slowly, then up and over and down. Maybe we can let go of the chair as we work through our arm flow. Up and over. Do you notice one arm version's a little harder than the other? Straight up, we're a little more centered in our balance. Up and over throws us off a little bit more. One more of each. Straight up and down. Up and over. And down and down. Awesome. Now make your way to the back of your chair. We will set up for our second version of Warrior One. I'm just turning my chair to the side so you can see better. All right, standing tall. Take your right leg back a couple of feet. Again, not way back in a lunge. Your back leg will stay straight. Your back foot is angled about 45 degrees. Bend your front knee. Then hinge forward, resting both of your arms on the seat back, and forehead will rest on the arms. And if you need to adjust the position of your feet a little farther away or closer to your chair to be comfortable here, please do. I like to call this the lazy version of Warrior One because we're kind of just hanging out. But then we have to get to work. So we're going to unhinge. We're going to keep our legs right where they are, but stand tall. Fingertips can rest on the back of the chair, or we can bring one or both arms up toward the ceiling. And you're welcome to deepen that lunge position if you like, or keep it where it is. And this is our third version of Warrior One. Bring your hands down, bring your back foot in, then step arms length away from your chair. Soften your knees and hinge forward just a little bit. Arm sweep. Take your right arm up toward the ceiling, then sweep it underneath the left. Slowly sweep up and under. Notice it creates a gentle twist through the back and another opportunity to work shoulder mobility. And we'll rise up, both hands on the chair, step in nice and close. We'll use the chair to help us balance with this next move. Stand nice and tall, lift your chest, tipping your chin up toward the ceiling. You'll create a slight arch here through the back. Then come to neutral. Take a step back with your outside foot. We're going to come to pyramid pose, which is another chance to stretch your hamstrings. Both legs straight, hinge forward. Good, rise up. Step forward, feet parallel. I'm going to face forward for this so you can see. Just lift your right heel off the floor. Left foot is fully on the floor, ball of the right foot. Soften your knees just a little bit. If you can, bring both hands together. If you're feeling quite unstable, one hand can rest on the chair. You have the option to stay facing forward, or for more balanced challenge, slowly rotate one direction and slowly rotate the other. And even though both feet are on the floor, well, 1.5 of our feet are on the floor, that rotation can really make balance tricky. Now, on days you're feeling really stable, you can try to lift that foot all the way off the ground and see how that goes. We'll meet facing forward, both feet fully down. All right, repeating those moves on the other side. You're still standing behind your chair. Take a step back with your left foot now, angling that back foot. You're close enough to the chair for our lazy version of Warrior One. Bend the front knee. Rest your arms on the chair. Rest your forehead on your arms. And we'll call this a recovery pose, allowing us to catch our breath and relax. Keep your legs where they are, but unhinge, standing nice and tall now. Fingertips resting on the back of the chair as one option. Another option is to reach one or both arms up. Another option is to deepen the pose by stepping back a little bit. I want you to feel somewhat challenged, but safe here. Bring your hands back down, bring your back foot forward, then step an arm's length distance away from the chair. Soften your knees, slightly hinge forward. Lift your left arm up toward the ceiling and sweep it under. Lift and sweep under. Nice and easy. And we'll come back up, standing close to the chair now for our mini back bend. Lift the chest, lift the chin, that slight arch through the back. This is a great way to improve our posture and stretch the chest and the fronts of the shoulders. Come to neutral. Step back with your left foot. It's angled. Both legs straight. Hinge forward until you feel a stretch in the back of your front leg. Rise up and step forward. You keep facing the direction you're facing. I'm turning forward so you can see. Feet parallel, but we're going to lift up the heel only of the left foot. Bend our knees just a little bit so they're soft. You can either hold on to the back of your chair or you can bring your palms together. You can either face forward the whole time or you can try to slowly twist one way and the other in this uneven stance. The final option here would be to lift that left foot all the way off the floor. Oh my goodness, wibbling and wobbling all over the place, but that's okay. Come forward, both feet down. Oh, excellent job, I know. We're going to come to our seat again. So get comfortable back in your chairs. And we'll do a little bit more working and stretching. Once you're seated, open into a wide-ish stance. We're not going all the way out like we did for Goddess, just a little bit open. For hip mobility, take your right knee in toward the midline and bring it back out. Left knee in toward the midline and back out. And for me, it helps to be more on the ball of the foot as I rotate in and out. And like with every move we do, we're just coming to a comfortable range of motion. If you want, you can make this more fancy with adding some arms here, sweeping in one arm, sweeping in the other. And then we'll hold in the center with arms out, palms face down. Stretch your torso to the right side. Stretch your torso to the left side. And we'll continue reaching one way and the other. Like two people are playing tug of war with you. For more shoulder mobility, you can have one palm up, one down, and then rotate. And this move I call wring out the washcloth. All right, back to center. Arms down and feet back in neutral. To stretch the lower body, bring your right heel forward, leg is nice and long. We'll be hinging forward. You have the option of having your hands on the thighs or holding the back of your chair. Sit a little taller, then hinge forward till you feel a stretch in the hamstrings. We've done several hamstring stretches today to stretch our foundational muscles, right? Now, if you want to feel your calf stretch as well, try flexing at the ankle a little more, bringing toes closer to your shin. Rise up and bring your foot back in. For more hip mobility, take your right big toe, tapping your ankle. Notice that turns out the hip, set down. Next time, let's try to tap up a little higher on the left leg and set down. We're doing it one more time. Higher still if you can, and set back down. Now extend your left heel forward. Left leg is straight, hands either here or here. Sit tall and hinge forward. Option to flex the ankle a little bit more to include the calf. Sit tall, foot in. Hip opener again. Left big toe taps the right ankle. Back down. Next time, can we go a little higher? Notice that opens more. And our last time, as high as we safely can, and set down. Bring your hands to your thighs. We'll end with a nice cat-cow flow. On your inhale, lift your chest and chin, spine arches, Exhale, round the back, chin comes to chest. Inhale to lift and open. Exhale, lower and round. Do that a few more times, following your breathing pace. And we'll meet in a neutral spine. Roll out your shoulders a few times forward and a few times back. Relax your shoulders. Continue to sit nice and tall for our breathing exercise. Today it will be alternate nostril breathing, which sounds kind of funny, but the purpose for this is to, one, slow down your breathing, which is always great for relaxation, but also to really focus the brain as you do so. We'll be breathing in through one nostril and exhaling, then we'll switch. So we're engaging both sides of our brain as we do, all right? Traditionally, we use the thumb and the ring finger. But if that doesn't feel good, you do whatever feels natural to you. But using the thumb, I would recommend. Right thumb closes off the right nostril. Take a big breath in. Close off the left nostril, exhale out. Breathe in. Close the right, exhale out. Inhale. Close the left nostril, exhale. Inhale. Close the right, exhale. Inhale. Close the left and exhale. And relax. Did you see how you had to really think about it? You really had to focus and engage your brain as you slow down your breath. Let's end our practice breathing just normally in through the nose, out through the mouth, 3 times together. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed our foundation practice today, working foundational postures as well as our foundation. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll be back again soon. Woo!